Welcome to the Fantasy Football Clown Show. I'm your host, Ed, along with my co-host, Justin. Week 14 in the books, and the fantasy playoffs begin. How are you feeling, Justin?
Uh, I'm feeling pretty good. Getting over, which is nice. Not nice to have, but nice to be getting over. Uh, looking mainly, my dynasty teams aren't looking too good. I got a couple real good chances on pulling a couple of wins out of them, a couple of my redrafts. So we'll definitely have to see on how it plays out next couple of weeks.
I'll tell you, you and I are both in the redraft leagues. We'll get to those a little bit later when we cover them. But I think both of us have made the playoffs in the Clownhead redrafts. And yeah, I did a little bit of my adding up. What am I in the playoffs in? And it looks like 16 dynasty teams and 2 redraft teams is where I netted out. It doesn't sound like a lot of redrafts, but 2 out of 5. So I guess it is what it is. And but 16 doesn't feel like a very big number in the dynasty space. But, just kind of one of those years where we're just keep increasing each and every year. So that's good, I guess. Let's get started. Let's jump into DraftKings. We've been doing this tournament each and every week for now 14 weeks. So this week we have W. O'Brien 93 with a 166.6. Rick Topher 166.02. I think this might be the closest that any that are top of the house have been so far, and then third place 162.72. So, really we're only 4 points apart from first to third, and really tight in there. So, just want to encourage everybody to come get some money. I think we have 9 or 10 people each and every week. Justin, do you want to take a look at the W. O'Brien team?
Yeah, let's do that. So we started off with Jake Browning, 24.7, Joe Mixon, 21.5, Damian Pierce, a long shot there with 1.7, Rashid Rice, 19.2, Debo was 37 points. Paid up for Jamar Chase this week. He didn't pay off with 5.9. Isaiah Likely, 19.3. Karen Williams with 17.3, and Minnesota Vikings with 20 points this week as his defense.
Yeah, and I actually was at the 146.72 number this week. So if you were above that, you could have come and gotten $10 from me. It looks like I did win against Brian M7798. My 146.72 beat him at 136.74. And then Drupert, I got twice this week, and they had a 127.14. So, got a couple entries from Drupert 13 this week. Then, as you see at the top of our list, Rick Topher and W. O'Brien actually beat me and beat my score of 146. Looks like Rick Topher had a different entry in this one against me. So, was a little bit closer. So 153.82. But still enough to beat me. So two people were able to win against me this week. So encourage you guys to jump in next week 15 in the playoffs, and come get some of our money. I know Justin plays some head-to-heads as well. So look out for those links on the Discord and click in, and let's see how we do. If there is some demand, we'll even jump in with a Saturday slate if that becomes something that here as we get towards the holidays and have these extra slates. So we'll kind of see how the demand is and give you some opportunities to come get some, to play in some more tournaments as we go.
Yeah, let's do that. Enjoy those Saturday off tournaments there.
Yeah. Well, let's get started with our redraft leagues. We're heading towards the playoffs everywhere, so this brings some excitement.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's head into that. The best ball head-to-head, Group A, Ritz 6 with a 256.32 this week.
Wow. Yeah, Ritz looks like they're in the playoffs, and so this is a best ball league, but we do have the playoffs, and here's the bracket. You can see Ritz there in the top half of the bracket going to be playing this week against Oogie Boogie. So there you can kind of take a peek at what the bracket looks like. You just don't have to set your lineup. So this is a pretty interesting format and one that we're real excited about around, the Clownhead community, because we're going to run a dynasty tournament league next year with this sort of format. So, excited for that to come out, and this was a good test drive for it. So good luck, Ritz, as you play this week in week 15 in the playoffs.
Yes, excellent. Good luck. The best ball head-to-head B, Hot Sauce Wally with a 335.48.
And Hot Sauce Wally is in exactly the same spot as well. They're on the top half of the bracket, going to be playing in week 15 against Malahomes. And this has the same scoring or the same positions as we have in the Big Eight. And again, you don't have to set your lineups, but it has moves, waiver wires and that moves as well. And so we're real excited about this format as we see how it progresses towards week 17 in the champion.
Excellent. Now the redraft 1, Rick Topher with a 300.
And as we take a look at Rick Topher here, we're going to flash that tournament up here on the screen as well in Clownhead 1. I don't have that in front of me as to who, if he's in there. It looks like he's on the bottom half of the bracket, is playing in week 15. I notice you're in this tournament as well. You're on the top half, playing this week in week 15, and I have the first round bye. So I'll be looking forward to seeing a winner of you, Justin, or Kodiak. And good luck to Rick Topher as he tries to advance out to play River AD, who won one of these one of these redrafts last year. Actually, in this format, River AD won and I won one as well. So we both had some wins last year.
Yes, exactly. Good luck to everybody. Redraft 3, No Cap Carson with a 285.32.
And you can see he's at the bottom half of the bracket here, getting ready to play in week 15, and I play against him this week. So I'd like to wish him good luck, but I'm pitting against him, so I'm trying to win. And I notice you have the first round bye up there at the top half of the bracket. So this has the same scoring as the Big Eight, and so this is kind of your league setting. So you're defending those settings well, Justin. And so if I were to be fortunate enough to play against you in the championship, that we'd only meet out there in the championship bracket. So it'll be
let's do it.
We do. I have to get an extra win though, so I there's no tall task against No Cap. So
excellent. The best ball points only won, Nick Promo with a 261.2.
And Nick Primo in there pretty solidly in the second spot. Looks like he's up by about 45 points. In second, and way behind Bumsky in first place. Now these standings are going to run through week 17, so we still have a couple weeks yet to go. We've got 3 more weeks to go here to see how those top 3 places are gonna pay out. As you notice, there's a log jam, for third place. So there is a lot of teams there in the 3200s, down there for over about 40 points. It looks like 3 teams are fighting for that with 3 weeks to go. So good luck, guys, as you really are fighting for third place here.
Yes, excellent. So best ball points only 2, MB Gut to 315.56.
MB Gut's kind of down there in the middle of the pack. About 150 points behind third place, and I see second and third place real tight. So a little bit of jockeying for position there. It looks like first place, the camera's running away with it a little bit with 3 weeks to go. So it'll be anxious to see how they fare. The best ball for me this year wasn't good. As you notice, I'm near the bottom in both, so I kind of donated in both of these this year.
It happens sometimes like that.
Ooh, yeah.
Alrighty, so we're going to our dynasty leagues. Clownheads 1 through 5. Clownheads 1, high score for Clownhead 1 is I Won You Diggs with a 255.93.
And Clownhead one down at the very bottom. They're going to play in week 15 against Jim's Instant Karma. And so just want to really wish good luck. As you notice, Jason Parra has the number 1 seed up there at the very top and is the defending champion, and kind of in place that the Empire pot is $200 in these Clownheads 1 through 5 leagues. So if Jason were to repeat, he'd not only get the prize for winning, but he'd also get an extra $200 with the Empire pot. So winning back to back. So, real good opportunity here for him, and really going to see if River AD and Circle the Wagon can knock him off next week, or if it goes to the championship.
Yes, so it's interesting to see. Clownhead 2 is yours truly, the Fantasy Clown, 260.78.
I was able to sneak into the playoffs here. As you can see, I'm on the bottom half of the bracket. However, Jack Powers, you can see there at the top, is the 1 seed, is the defending champion. Again, he can get that Empire $200 pot as well, which was the carryover if he were to win again. So he'd get the first place prize. In addition, he would also get that Empire pot if he can win back-to-back years.
Yep, good luck to him. Clownhead 3, River AD 98 to 317.20.
And you can see River AD with a big projected score there in the top half of the bracket, going against Seaballs this week, and then Jack Powers, who has a good team here as well, finished as the runner-up last year. But as you can see, JSL 111 was our champion last year on the bottom half of the bracket on the way out. Would need 3 wins to get that $200 carryover pot here.
Excellent, and good luck to everyone there. Clownhead 4, this was my opponent this past week, so he put a pretty big number up on me. The top scorer for Clownhead, 1 through 5, Jason Henson with the 321.69.
And you can see Jason Henson's at the bottom of the bracket here, on the way out. And here we won't have a repeat champion because our producer, the real Brad Smith, was the winner last year and failed to make the playoffs. So he's our first non-playoff returning person. So we'll definitely have a new winner this year. And, so that Empire pot will carry over for a year. Good luck to all the people in this league. And you see Jack Powers in this one too. So just with a bye. So, really putting together a strong team this year.
Yes, good luck to everyone. And now let's look over his roster, his starting lineup this past week. He started Bailey Zappi with a 30.15, Lamar Jackson with 55.89, Zach Moss 16.85, Zach Charbonnet 9.55, DK Metcalf 13.7, D Hop 29.4, Calvin Ridley 11.3, Drake London 34.7, Isaiah Likely 35.8, Jake Ferguson 23.7, Breece Hall 36.1, Kyron Williams 24.55. Look over his bench here. He has Bryce Young there on his bench, Kenneth Walker, Tricon Thornton, Wandale Robinson had a pretty good game this past week. Zay Flowers, as well as Gabe Davis there. He also has Daniel Jones on his IR. So as long as he doesn't take too big of any injuries here, I think he has a really good chance.
Yeah, I would agree. Looks like a pretty strong team.
All righty. Now, Clownhead's 5 top scorer circled the wagons with a 275.51.
And Circle the Wagons was our winner last year, so has a chance here to repeat as well. Has the first round bye. He's got the number 2 seed here, and you can see him on the bottom half of the bracket. I'm out here in this playoff round as well, so I'm on the bottom half going against Top Flight Hooker this week. And so with a win, if I'm fortunate enough to get by, then I'll have a shot at Circle the Wagon. So I guess, for the league's sake, to try to get this thing to carry over, I guess I'd like to do something about it. But good luck to everybody here. Looks like Kerwin 17 is the 1 seed. So shout out to him for having a good year. And let's see if we can get a new champion in Clownhead 5.
Let's do that. Good luck to everyone this week. Now we're going to look at our Clownheads 6 through 9. Clownhead 6, Jerry B83 with a 270.41.
Geez, Jerry has just put forth a big number every week. It seems like his score is a top scorer in Clownhead 6 a lot. And I see you have a bye here in this league as well. So you have the 2 seed. Jerry's on the top half of the bracket. He's got to play this week in week 15 against Hot Sauce Wally. So you'll be waiting on for the winner of the Psalm 3303 and 2 Beast team. But yeah, good luck to everybody here. Good luck, Justin. See if you can get a win, knock out this league and get started on the Empire Fund.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm excited for this one. Well, it's Clownhead 7, McGiddu.
So McGiddu looks like he's down there in the 2 spot as well with a bye and kind of waiting to come out. Just some familiar names around the Clownhead community here. You and I, we didn't advance to the playoffs in this league, but we see Chad Powers there. I see Psalm 3303, who's in a lot of our leagues and in the playoffs with good teams, and Malahames and Ozzy Gringo. And just a shout out to Biff Cannon as the number 1 seed, with a real strong team. So good luck to you guys in the playoffs, and we'll see who gets that first win in Clownhead's 8 or 7. That was 7, I guess. Yeah.
Yes, Clownhead 7. Now for Clownhead 8, as they are top scorer for 6 through 9 Clownheads, Circle the Wagons with a 293.01.
Seems like this is always the number 2 seed here. We come out with Circle the Wagons and the number 2 seed in this division. Gets the first round bye and wait until week 16 to play. Some notables here. You play this week in the playoffs against Doogie. So we'll see how you fare there. Looks like you're projected as a lower score. So going to wish you some luck and see if you can knock off Doogie this week and get out there to play the 1 seed. So a shout out to KCR or KC Raw Q and see if we can you can go against him and knock him off for a championship here in Clownhead 8.
Yeah, and good luck to everyone there. Clownheads 9, Hot Sauce Wally with a 269.17.
We'll pull up Clownhead 9 here, and that looks like he's at the very bottom of the screen, down there in the 6-3 spot, and so on the bottom half there, going to try to make his way out in week 15, and then with a win would go against Psalm 3303. We see a lot of him in the playoffs here in the Clownhead leagues, and just a shout out to Strike XXX with being our number 1 seed and kind of waiting to play in week 16. I did see that Circle the Wagon in Clownhead 8 was our top scorer, so we'll pull up their team and take a peek at what they did in week 14.
Yes, that's my apologies there. We have that pulled up there. Perfect. He in week 14 he started Desmond Ritter 34.38, Zach Moss 16.85, Calvin Ridley 11.3, Rasheed Rice 19.2, Sam Laporta 9.95, Josh Jacobs 12.25, Joe Mixon 32.25, Dalton Kincaid 17.6, Evan Ingram 57, Kyle Pitts 21.7, CJ Stroud 4.64, Lamar Jackson 55.89. Let's go down to his bench. He has Kareem Hunt there on his bench. Let's see any other noticeable. CJ Perkinson, Mike Gesicki there, J.K. Dobbins, and that's about it. It is pretty much his whole team is already in the starting lineup. He has Elijah Mitchell there as well. So if he gets another injury, he can run into some trouble there. So definitely have to look out there.
It'll be interesting to see how he fares in the playoffs, with, as injuries start to mount and kind of catch up. And yeah, Josh Jacobs looks like he might be, on the injured list this week. So that could happen.
Yep, absolutely. Now we're going to head over to our Elite Eight Dynasty group here. Division A, the FF Prez with a 254.81.
And the FF Prez is actually the number 1 seed, so did advance out to the large playoffs, which we're going to, outline a little bit later on here. But you can see he has the first round bye here in the divisional playoffs. And just kind of a shout out, the Wolfpack, who is the 2 seed and has that bye, was our champion last year. So if he does win back-to-backs here in this bracket, he'll get the $100 Empire pot. So that's what it is there. In addition to the $200 you win for winning the division, you actually, if you repeat, you'll get the Empire pot, which is this year is $100 on each of the divisions, as they all rolled over last year. And as you can notice there, the FF President and Wolfpack are playing in the Elite Eight tournament of 16. So good luck to all you guys as you try to knock out the divisional round, and good luck to Division A as you represent in the Elite Eight tournament.
Excellent. Good luck, everyone. Division B, Mucho with a 261.04.
As you can see, Mucho has the number 1 seed as well, and so in the large tournament, and was the champion here in Division B last year. And so good luck to him, and he would get that Empire pot of $100 if he were to win the championship. So, we'll see if somebody can knock him off, or if he's gonna, get the Empire fund.
Excellent. Good luck to him. Division C, L. Brad 9210 with a 298.15.
And L. Brad 9210 actually in the 2 spot here, so is going to the large playoffs. And as you can see, Jason Paro is in the playoffs. He was our champion last year in this division. So if he were to repeat here in the divisional round, he would be able to get that $100 additional Empire fund. So, good luck to him. And I see the Draft Guru up there in the 1 seed. So Draft Guru and Elbrad are heading out to represent Division C in the tournament of 16.
Excellent. Good luck to everyone there. Division D, ZBM7 with a 280.9.
And as you notice here, Johnny Ross actually is our champion here. So he was a Final Four finalist last year, not going to the tournament this year, so not advancing back. And but if he does win the divisional round, would get that $100. And who did you say won this week, Justin?
ZBM7.
So just up there in the top half of the bracket, but playing in week 15, also not advancing to the tournament of 16, but has a chance to knock out the playoffs here in this round. And just a shout out to Pritchard, who's took over an orphan team this year in the 2 spot, and then Bumskis with our number 1 seed overall from this division in the tournament of 16.
Yes, excellent. Division E, D Hart with a 287.9.
And when we looked at this division, D Hart up there with the 1 seed advancing on to the tournament of 16, along with Danny Nichols. And JSL 111 actually was our champion last year in this division. So if he advances, he would get that Empire fund of $100 in addition to the prize money for this particular division.
Excellent. So good luck. Yeah, good luck to everyone there. Division F holds our top scorer for the Elite Eight, River AD 98 with a 371.79.
You can see River AD 98 in this tournament as well, kind of there up, I guess would be in the 4-5 spot, here and has a chance to win in the divisional playoffs. Turkleton is the defending champion. If he wins again, would get that Empire Fund of $100. And as you can see, we have Achilles the Hub and Slick the Ruler as the two representatives from this division heading on to the tournament of 16. So a lot of activity in this league, and so good luck to you guys. And I guess we'll take a look at River AD's team.
Yes, good luck to everyone there. The starting lineup: Josh Allen with 31.07, Brock Purdy 42.32, Kyron Williams 24.55, Josh Gibbs with 22.95, Garrett Wilson 23.35, AJ Brown 18.9, Drake London 34.7, Jaden Reed with 22.5, George Kittle 27.1, Evan Ingram 57, Raheem Mercer 31.25, Brees Hall 36.1. He has, scrolling down to his bench, he has Trevor Lawrence, Baker Mayfield, Jordan Love. So there's great depth at quarterback here. The Ty Chandler, Jalen Warren, Justice Hill. Let's see, Christian Watson there, who's out this past week. Johnny Smith, Tyler Conklin, Cade Otton, is Matt Wilson, Mike Wilson on his IR, J.K. Dobbs on IR, Rashid on his IR as well. Let's see. It was pretty good depth here. So
I think so too. I mean, I saw Zay Jones as well, and Luke Musgrave on the IR. So I feel like there was depth at running back, at quarterback, at receiver, and at tight end. I feel like there's players that we see starting that he had as depth pieces. So real nice team.
Oh yeah, excellent. Good luck to him going forward with that team. Looks nice.
Yeah.
Division G, Fantasy Freak FB with a 262.9.
It looks like he's on the bottom half of the bracket here, in the 6-3 spot. So going to kind of go against that 2 seed, eventually. Last year we had Barry 587 as our champ, and so as you can see, he's not back in the playoffs. So another entry that is not as part of the playoffs. So our first one in the Elite Eight that didn't get back to the playoffs to defend their championship. A shout out to the Dutch Dynasty and Kay Quinn as they're the representatives moving on to the tournament of 16. So good luck, everybody.
Yes, absolutely. Good luck to you guys. Division H, Mala Holmes with a 281.52.
And she's down here at the bottom of the bracket in the 6-3 spot as well. Looks like she's going against M. Ralston, who was the top seed in this division last year and Final Four entry as well. Wasn't able to get back to the tournament of 16 this year. So, however, our champion of the Elite Eight overall, Cowboys and Utes, who won this division, is the 2 seed. Kind of come out of this division, with a bye here, but also in the tournament of 16, as well as UW also in the tournament of 16. So good luck to you guys as you go to try to defend your title, especially Cowboys and Utes, who, could get, with a win here, would get the $100 in Empire Fund here. But if he wins the whole thing and winning a tournament of 96 teams 2 years in a row would be pretty incredible. But, has the opportunity of getting an extra $800 if he were to knock that off. And so he's back in the tournament with a first round matchup against fellow Final Four entry Wolfpack. So we'll get to that a little bit later, but yeah, pretty exciting, out of the gates.
Yes, absolutely. And good luck to everyone there, I must say. We're going to head over to our Big 8. Division S, Watada 21 with a 313.79.
And looks like Wadada 21 actually is going to be in the top half of the bracket, but playing in week 15. So part of the 4-5 game this week. A shout out to Justin and Z Blue Senior, who are heading to the tournament of 16 here, and we'll get to that tournament in just a bit. But good luck to you guys as you proceed out to getting the first championship in this division.
Yes, good luck, everyone. Division T, DF Guru DF GC with a 6.62.
And it looks like DF Guru is not part of this tournament. So in the bottom half of the bracket and looking for ping pong balls this year. So that's kind of where that team is going to be. But really a nice week 14. So probably our first time so far that we had somebody that's not in the playoffs having a strong week 14. Good luck to Noisy Silence and Captain Curl, who are heading off to the tournament of 16.
Yes, good luck to everyone there. Division U, D Hart with a 238.33.
And D Hart as well is not part of this tournament in the bottom half of the bracket, getting ping pong balls as well. Looks like Earth Gets Black and J Yates 11 are the two entries in the tournament of 16. So good luck to you guys as you advance on to that tournament.
Yes, good luck to everyone there. Now in Division V, hosted our top scorer for our Big 8, Brick 7, with a 348.25.
Take a look at Brick 7. Looks like he's there in the 4-5 game. So going to be playing this week in week 15 against Vish 13S. So good luck to him. Also, just a shout out to Danny Nichols and SB Sherman as they head to the tournament of 16. So good luck to all of you guys having games this week.
Yes, good luck, everyone. Now let's look at Brick 7's team for this past week. We started David Carr, 18.26. Travis Etienne, 24.2. Amari Cooper, 13.7. Debo, 42.25. George Kittle, 27.1. Zeke Elliott, 38. Evan Ingram, 57. David Montgomery, 17.5. Kyle Pitts, 21.7. Jameson Williams, 26.35. Mitch Trubisky, 28.35. Joe Flacco, 33.84. Scrolling down to his bench here, there's Zach Wilson, which finally was able to pick back up the starting job there for the Jets. Kenneth Walker, Isaiah Pacheco, let's see, it's Curtis Samuel. Mark Andrews is unfortunately on IR now. K. Dotton, is Cam Akers on IR, Josh Palmer, and he also has Aaron Rodgers. So let's see if Aaron Rodgers can make it back this year, which I don't see that being too much of a possibility. So definitely just wait and see.
Gotcha. I saw he asked my guy, Justin Ross. So we're going to see if Justin Ross gets some playing time this week. He went back to practice on Monday, yesterday. So, yeah,
excellent. Good luck to him. Division W, G Town Baseball 22 with the 301.44.
Looking at G-Town Baseball, he's in the number 1 seed here in this league, so has the first round bye in the division, but also part of the tournament of 16 along with Phillip Rupert. So we'll see how they fare out there in the tournament. A lot of names that you see around the Cloudhead community here in the playoffs in this league. So good luck to each of you guys as you proceed for the first title.
Division X, Jello Magnaniti with the 313.72.
And Jello Magnetti actually is not part of the playoffs either, so had a real strong week 14, but not in the tournament for the division or go into the tournament of 16. I see JSL 111 and Titan Chaps are going to be the representatives from this division heading out to the tournament. So good luck to all you guys as you try to advance to that first tournament title.
Yeah, good luck to everyone there. Division Y, Slippy Nanner with a 280.07.
And I can see Slippy Nanner here with the number 1 seed overall in this division as well. So, really, really a strong showing here in this division. And the number 2 seed overall in the tournament of 16 as well. So, real strong team. Nick Merkel also representing this division in the tournament of 16. So good luck as you guys advance out to that tournament and in this divisional playoff as well.
Yeah, good luck to everyone there. Division Z, GJS 256 with a 270.95.
And GJS 256, also not part of this tournament. So in the bottom half looking for ping pong balls. It's kind of interesting how in this league, in the Big 8, about 4 of the top scorers here in week 14 are looking for ping pong balls, I guess, as teams are just kind of finding their way and figuring out who's going to, what they are probably with those teams. So good luck to Marshall and Mario 19 as you guys represent this division in the tournament of 16, but good luck to the rest of the teams as they try to get the divisional title as well. So that's the Big 8 tournament. What we can do, what I'd like to do is show the tournament bracket just to kind of give a feel for what the Elite 8 looks like tournament-wise on the tournament of 16. And what we do is we take the top 2 teams that play in throughout the division. And so if they have the bye in week 15, they play week 15, but they play against one of the other divisions. And you can kind of take a look here that the one plays the 16. And so we've got Bumpskis playing K Quinn. And one of the unique things about the Clownhead community that we always like to highlight is twofold. One is that Bumpskis is able to see the K Quinn lineup as he's attending Division G right now, and vice versa. K Quinn would be in Division D, being able to see the Bumpski lineup. But another thing keep in mind is we pay playoff teams for their games. So since they play in week 15, they're actually getting a game check of $75. So there is some payment. So if you get to this point, you're actually going to get paid just to play in week 15. Then if you win in week 15, then you'll qualify for a game check in week 16. And if you do not win in week 15, the nice thing is you have a chance to play week 16 in your tournament because these teams all have a bye. So they'll all be playing in week 16 and have a chance to get to some more money, even if they don't have success this week. So a couple cool items that are maybe unique in the Clownhead community playoff system, where the teams that have gotten this far, are profitable just, right away. Just to highlight the 2 plays to 15, we got Achilles the Hub against Danny Nichols. We have the 3 versus the 14 with the FFP Prez versus Slick the Ruler. We have the 4 versus the 13 and Mucho against Pritchard. We have the 5 versus the 12 with the Draft Guru and Commissioner D. Hart. We've got the 6 versus the 11, the Wolf Pack versus Cowboys Newts. Cowboys Newts being our champion, the Wolf Pack also being a team that was in the Final Four. We have the 7-10 game, which is the 808 Ride-In versus You Dumbass. And we've got the 8-9 game, the Dutch Dynasty versus Elbrad 9210. So good luck to you guys. You guys can see the total points here. You can see the records. We do have Bumpskis at 14-0. So a shout out to him for being 14-0. That's a hell of a navigation to get through, those crazy divisions and win them all. So, we'll see how we can follow him as he goes, and good luck to him as he proceeds on to getting towards the winning a 96 team league.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Good luck to him.
And then let's take a look at the Big 8. This is the first year of the Big 8 tournament. It's not exactly the same way as far as the teams being 16 and getting a game check as well. And one of the neat things that we just kind of include here, because this was a startup this year, is maybe draft position. And so some shout outs that you can see there on the left-hand side of the screen and kind of where these guys started up in the startup draft. And you can kind of see that there's a nice mixture of where the startup drafts were. It looks like the number 2 spot was the most prevalent, but out of 16 teams, 3 number 2 draft picks was the one of the most prevalent, and then it looks like there was 3 people that picked from the 8th spot to also, advanced out here as part of those 16 teams. So if you kind of think about it, 2 from each league out of 12 spots, are where things come from. And so there's a good mix though. We got 2 11s, and we got a couple 5s, it looks like, and a couple 6s, 1 1. So there's a nice mix, 1 4, of where these teams were drafting. So it was a nice little mix. You can almost win from every spot in the draft. I always tell people that the draft spot is not that important. It's kind of how you lay out the team, even in year 1, with where things are. So just kind of a shout out to Danny Nichols as our number 1 seed overall, playing Nick Merkel, the 16 seed. You'll notice the orange here, and that's because Slippy Nanner, the 2 seed, was scheduled to play Nick Merkel, the 16 seed, but if you notice, they're both in Division Y, so we make that switch in week 1 of the playoffs to push Captain Curl down from the 16 to the 15 and Nick Merkel to the 16, so they don't have to play each other for a 3rd time this year, facing each other in week 1 of the playoffs. So we have Slippy Nanner versus Captain Curl. We have Marshall Gore versus Phil Roper. We have Earth Gets Black versus Noisy Silence. We have G-Town Baseball versus Titan Chaps. JSL 111 versus Mario 19. SB Sherman versus Z-Flu Senior. And Justin versus Jay Yates 11. And I guess just one of the things, just to even recap that, the orange that you see there and maybe the moves, this is all part of our bylaws, and we feel like our bylaws are very encompassed, and we always post them in the pins so that they're very accessible all year round, because we don't like there to be any communication or misconstruing of any rules. And so, we feel real proud of how the rules are usually, very, very clearly defined. And we tend to not have too much trouble in that regard because they're so well thought out and well defined. So, that's really a testament to the people that play in the community. And so thank you guys all for being part of the community and just kind of going along with the rules as we go. But, knowing where to find the rules is always good too. So, it's been a real exciting year so far, and just excited to start awarding those big payouts. When we start to pay out, I think I looked, and I think we have about $65,000 that will pay out this year in prize money for the Clownhead community. So, that's a lot of fun to pay out those kind of prizes. So we're getting close.
Indeed, we are. Exciting time right now. Exciting time. I love this time of year.
Yeah. Well, how are your teams doing before we depart, Justin? Do you feel like you have a lot of teams in the playoffs? And how about your home league? I know you have a home league that you really try to knock out each year.
Yeah, I have a home league where I've won 4 out of the last probably 8 years now. Unfortunately, I've had a couple of bad weeks, especially since I've lost Burrow. I just lost my bye week. That was secured in that number 1 spot, and back-to-back losses, back-to-back season low for scoring. Dropped it down to the 3rd spot there. But gonna continue fighting. Have a pretty decent week in my league that's cost me $185 a year, which is a nice payday at the end of the year if I win it. There's a few, like we had pull up here, I had a couple dynasty leagues where I'm fighting for pulled down a good chunk of the money there. And then my redraft leagues, likewise here in the Clown, really happy with my both are the redraft 1 and 3 there. Love that bye week. One less league I have to worry about for this week. So definitely looking for next week.
Yeah, I guess I'm looking to play you next week. So I want to win. I want to win this week so I can play you next week. I think I won that side of the bracket. So yeah, I'm pretty excited for my Clownhead redraft team. So you'll have to get through me is what I'm saying. But there's some other people in the community too that have good teams, and I don't want to get ahead of myself. So got to focus on what I can do this week and and try to get some wins. And so real excited for where we are, and ready for next week. And hopefully we come back with smiles and the coffee tasting good, and you'll be just kind of sipping your coffee, just kind of watching how it all goes in Clownhead 3, and I'll likewise do the same in Clownhead 1, where I'll be looking at drinking my coffee, waiting for you guys to come and play me. So good luck to everybody as we start those playoffs, and look forward to the camaraderie and your questions on the Discord. And it's just one kind of point of advice as you set your lineups, and remember what got you here. I think sometimes people tend to get real cute here in the playoffs, in the fantasy playoffs, and remember that it's the regular season for the NFL yet. So nothing different than what got you here. Don't get cute now, because you'll live with a lot of regret if you do in most cases. So just kind of keep to your process and trust that process. And we just have the best fantasy players, I believe, on the planet that play here in the Clownhead community. So good luck to each of you guys, and we'll come back and see you next week. So long for now.
Good luck, everyone.